Right now, as you're watching this, your gut lining is leaking. Not metaphorically, literally. Microscopic particles of undigested food, bacterial toxins, and inflammatory compounds are slipping through the cracks in your intestinal wall and pouring directly into your bloodstream. And the probiotic capsule you swallowed this morning, it never even made it past your stomach acid. Over 87% of probiotic strains die before they reach your colon. You're flushing $40 a month down the toilet, literally. The bottle on your kitchen counter, the one with the impressive numbers on the label, the one that promised to fix your digestion, has been lying to you for years. And the worst part is, it's not the manufacturer's fault. It's biology. Stomach acid evolved to kill bacteria. It doesn't know the difference between a bad bug and a good one. It destroys them all on contact. But there's a 2,000-year-old morning soup still eaten daily by the longest living people on Earth, the centenarians of Okinawa, the elders of rural Japan, that does what no probiotic pill can. It physically rebuilds the damaged cells of your gut lining in as little as 7 days. Not supports, not promotes, rebuilds. And the most powerful ingredient is sitting in your fridge right now. You've used it 100 times, but never like this. Never in the right combination, never at the right temperature, never on an empty stomach when your gut is most ready to absorb it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your bloating keeps coming back, why your digestion feels worse the older you get, and why every probiotic you've ever tried has failed you. You'll also discover the exact 7-day protocol that has helped thousands of people over 50 walk away from chronic digestive misery for good. What I'm about to share contradicts a $7 billion supplement industry. They don't want you to know this works because it costs about 60 cents per serving, and nobody can patent broth. Let me paint you a picture of what's actually happening inside your body right now. Your gut lining is one cell thick. One cell. That's the only barrier between everything you eat and your bloodstream. Imagine a wall, the thickness of a single sheet of tissue paper, and behind that wall is your entire body. Your heart, your brain, your immune system. Every organ you have depends on that paper-thin wall holding firm. After age 45, the cells in this lining, called enterocytes, start dying faster than your body replaces them. Your turnover rate slows, your repair signals weaken. By 60, you're losing nearly 30% of your gut barrier integrity. By 70, that number can climb to 45%. When that wall breaks down, a condition called intestinal hyperpermeability, leaky gut, quietly begins. Food particles leak through. Your immune system attacks them like foreign invaders. Inflammation spreads silently through your bloodstream, reaching every corner of your body. It hits your joints, it hits your brain, it hits your skin. You feel it as bloating after every meal, even simple ones. Brain fog at 3 p.m. that no coffee can shake. That deep, dragging fatigue that no amount of sleep can fix. Sudden food sensitivities to foods you've eaten your entire life. Bread, dairy, eggs, things that never used to bother you. Joint pain that has no clear cause. Skin breakouts in your 60S and 70S. Mood swings, anxiety that comes from nowhere. Most doctors treat each of these symptoms separately, never connecting them to the real source. Your gut. Here's what your doctor won't tell you. Probiotics cannot repair this damage. Probiotics are bacteria, living organisms. They might help balance your microbiome temporarily, but they cannot rebuild dead cells. Asking probiotics to fix a leaky gut is like asking new tenants to repair a collapsing house. They need a structure to live in first. To rebuild your gut lining, your body needs 3 specific things. L-glutamine, the amino acid that is literally the fuel source for enterocytes, the only fuel they recognize. Without it, they starve, even if you're eating thousands of calories a day. Collagen peptides, to patch the gaps between cells like mortar between bricks. And short-chain fatty acid precursors, to feed the cells that produce new gut tissue and seal the protective mucin layer. No probiotic capsule on Earth contains any of these 3 compounds. Not one. Read the label of any probiotic in your cabinet right now. You'll find lactobacillus this and bifidobacterium that. You won't find a single building material. But one ancient morning soup contains all three at concentrations that would cost you over $200 a month in supplements. This isn't a recipe. It's a gut healing protocol disguised as breakfast. Let me break down each ingredient and exactly what it does inside your body. Ingredient 1, slow-simmered bone broth. This is the foundation. Real bone broth, simmered for 12 hours or more, extracts gelatin and collagen directly from connective tissue. Not the stuff in a can, not the cube of bouillon. Real broth, made from real bones, simmered overnight until the liquid turns gelatinous when cooled. That gel is the proof. If your broth doesn't jiggle in the fridge, it's just flavored water. When you drink real bone broth, warm on an empty stomach, the gelatin coats your entire digestive tract like a healing balm. It moves slowly down your esophagus, into your stomach, through your small intestine, and into your colon, layering protection along the way. A study in the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology found that gelatin supplementation increased mucin production, your gut's natural protective layer, by 41% in just 14 days. That mucin is your first line of defense. Without it, every meal scrapes against raw tissue. Bone broth also delivers the highest natural concentration of L-glutamine you can consume in food form. Glutamine is non-negotiable. Without it, your gut cells starve and die within days. With it, they regenerate at full speed. This single ingredient does what no pill can. And it does it for the cost of a few chicken bones and 12 hours of simmer time. Ingredient 2, unpasteurized miso paste. This is where most people get it wrong. They add miso to boiling broth and kill every benefit in seconds. You must stir miso paste into broth that's warm, not boiling around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature of bath water, if it's too hot to comfortably hold your finger in, it's too hot for the miso. This temperature preserves the live Aspergillus oryzae and lactobacillus cultures that took weeks to ferment into the paste. These aren't capsule probiotics dying in stomach acid. They're delivered inside a protective protein-fat matrix that escorts them through your stomach intact, like soldiers in armor crossing a battlefield. A 2023 study in Beneficial Microbes found miso-derived probiotics had a survival rate to the colon 6 times higher than encapsulated supplements. 6 times. Read that again. 6 times more bacteria reaching the place they're actually supposed to work. That's the difference between throwing seeds on concrete and planting them in soil. Ingredient 3, fresh grated ginger. Not powdered, not from a jar, not the pre-minced stuff in oil. Fresh ginger root grated minutes before serving. Fresh ginger contains gingerol, a compound that breaks down within hours of being processed or dried. That's why dry ginger has almost no digestive effect. Fresh gingerol stimulates gastric emptying and triggers the migrating motor complex, the wave of contractions that sweeps debris out of your small intestine between meals. Without this sweep, bacteria overgrow where they shouldn't. They climb up from your colon into your small intestine, where they don't belong, and start fermenting your food before you can absorb it. This is the actual root cause of bloating in most people over 50. It's not what you ate, it's where the bacteria are sitting. A study in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found fresh ginger accelerated gastric emptying by 25% within hours of consumption. 25% faster. That's the difference between food sitting in your stomach all day and food moving through cleanly. Ingredient 4, wilted greens. Drop them in for the last 60 seconds before serving. Bok choy, spinach, or Napa cabbage all work. The cooking time is critical. Too long and you destroy the chlorophyll. Too short and the cell walls don't break down enough to release the nutrients. These deliver butyrate precursors and chlorophyll, which feed the colonocytes, the cells of your colon wall. Butyrate has been shown in the journal Gut to repair tight junctions, the microscopic seals between gut cells within days. Tight junctions are what keep your gut from being leaky. They're the locks on every door in that paper-thin wall. When tight junctions seal, the leaky gut closes. The inflammation drops. The bloating stops. The brain fog clears. The fatigue fades. It's a cascade that begins the moment you start feeding your colon what it actually needs. Now, let me tell you exactly what to expect over the next 7 days. Drink 2 ounce bowl every morning on a completely empty stomach, 30 minutes before any other food or coffee. The empty stomach is critical. Food in your stomach dilutes the broth and slows absorption. Coffee constricts blood flow to your gut and blunts the effect entirely. Days 1 to 2. You may feel a strange, gentle warmth in your stomach. That's mucin production firing up for the first time in years. Some people notice mild gurgling. That's your migrating motor complex waking up after years of sluggishness. A few people experience a mild detox reaction in the first 48 hours. Slight headache, brief fatigue. This is your body releasing stored toxins from your gut wall as it begins to heal. Push through it. By day 3, it's gone. Days 3 to 4, bloating starts to deflate. Many people report their stomach is visibly flatter by day 4. Pants fit looser around the waist. Bowel movements become more formed, less urgent, less explosive. That afternoon brain fog begins to lift. You'll notice you can think clearly through the 3 p.m. slump for the first time in years. Day 5, energy returns. This is when your body stops spending its resources fighting inflammation and starts using them for actual living. Sleep deepens. You wake up feeling like you actually rested. Mood stabilizes. The low-grade irritability and anxiety that you blamed on age starts lifting. People around you notice before you do. Days 6 to 7. The transformation locks in. Skin clarity improves. Eyes look brighter. The whites of your eyes get whiter, a real biomarker of reduced systemic inflammation. A landmark study from Tohoku University followed adults over 55 who consumed daily miso bone broth for 1 week. The results were stunning. A 38% reduction in intestinal permeability markers, a 44% decrease in self-reported bloating, a 29% improvement in stool quality scores, a 33% increase in beneficial bacterial diversity, all in 7 days. Read those numbers again. That's not a supplement. That's not a drug. That's just food. Compare that to what probiotics actually deliver. A $40 bottle of probiotics gives you bacteria. Some die in your stomach. Some never colonize. Some are the wrong strains entirely. All of them stop working the moment you stop buying them. You're not healing, you're subscribing. This soup gives you the building materials to rebuild the gut wall itself. You're not renting better digestion. You're repairing the foundation. You're handing your body the bricks, the mortar, and the construction crew, and stepping back to let it do what it was always designed to do. And here's the part the supplement industry doesn't want you to hear. Once your gut lining is intact, your microbiome rebalances on its own, naturally, for free. Your good bacteria don't need to be shipped in from a factory. They were always there, waiting for a healthy environment to multiply in. The supplement industry doesn't profit from broth, miso, and ginger. There's no patent, no exclusive rights, no quarterly earnings call. That's why no one's told you. That's why your doctor doesn't mention it. That's why the wellness influencers keep pushing the next $80 capsule instead. Here's the exact recipe. Write this down or pause and screenshot it. 12 ounces of slow-simmered bone broth, homemade or unsalted, grass-fed if possible. 1 tablespoon of unpasteurized white or red miso paste. A ½ inch piece of fresh ginger. Grated. A small handful of bok choy, spinach, or Napa cabbage. And optionally, 1 soft-boiled egg for extra glutamine and choline. Heat the broth until steaming, not boiling. Remove from heat completely. Wait 60 seconds for the temperature to drop. Stir in the miso paste until fully dissolved. Add the grated ginger and greens. Let sit for 60 seconds while the greens wilt. Sip slowly over 10 to 15 minutes. Don't gulp it. The slow sipping is part of the protocol. It gives your vagus nerve time to register the warmth and trigger the digestive cascade. That's it. Total cost, about 60 cents per serving once you have the ingredients. A pot of homemade broth lasts a week. A tub of miso lasts a month. A piece of ginger lasts 2 weeks. Compare that to your current probiotic, multivitamin, digestive enzyme, and stomach acid pill cocktail. You're spending hundreds of dollars a month for results this single bowl delivers in 7 days. A few important warnings before you start. If you're on a strict sodium-restricted diet, talk to your doctor before adding miso daily. Miso contains natural sodium, and while it's far healthier than table salt, the volume matters. If you're on immunosuppressant medication or have a serious gastrointestinal condition like Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, or active diverticulitis, consult your physician first. Live cultures can be inappropriate during active flares. Don't substitute powdered miso, bouillon cubes, or commercial broth concentrates. The active compounds only exist in fresh, unpasteurized ingredients. Pasteurization is heat. Heat kills the cultures. If you can find it on a regular shelf at room temperature, it's pasteurized. Real miso lives in the refrigerator section. Don't drink it ice cold. Warmth is part of the mechanism. It relaxes the smooth muscle of your digestive tract and allows the compounds to absorb properly. Cold liquid contracts your gut and shuts down the very response you're trying to trigger. And don't quit on day 3. The first wave of detox feeling, that brief headache or fatigue, is the moment most people abandon the protocol. It's also the moment your body is doing the deepest work. Push through. By day 5, you'll forget you ever felt that way. Your great-grandmother didn't take probiotic capsules. She made broth on Sunday and ate it all week. She fermented vegetables in crocks on the kitchen counter. She used real ginger, real garlic, real onions in everything she cooked. Her gut worked because she fed it real food, real bacteria, real building blocks. Every single day of her life. We don't anymore. We eat sterilized, processed, shelf-stable food that has been engineered to never spoil. And we wonder why our guts fall apart by 60. Food that doesn't decompose can't feed bacteria. Food that doesn't feed bacteria can't feed your gut. For decades, you've been told that gut problems are just part of getting older. Bloating is just part of being 60. Constipation is just what happens. Fatigue is normal. That's a lie. It's preventable. It's reversible. The science is clear, and it's been clear for thousands of years before modern medicine had the tools to measure it. You don't have a probiotic deficiency. You have a building materials deficiency. Fix that, and your gut fixes itself in 7 days, not 7 months. Take a photo of your stomach tomorrow morning, before your first bowl. Profile angle, natural light, no flexing. Take another one on day 7. Same angle, same lighting, put them side by side. You'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference long before you see it. Your clothes will tell you first, then your mirror, then your dentist, your hairdresser, the friends who haven't seen you in months. This works. The science is real, the ingredients are real, the results are real, but you have to actually do it. Reading about it does nothing. Knowing about it does nothing. Only the bowl in your hands tomorrow morning matters. Start tomorrow morning. 1 bowl, empty stomach. Watch what happens. Your gut will thank you. Your energy will thank you. Your skin will thank you. Your sleep will thank you. Your confidence will thank you. The version of you that you've been trying to find for the last 10 years is buried under a layer of inflammation that 1 bowl of soup can begin to dissolve. If this breakdown changed how you think about your gut health, please subscribe and like the channel. We're uncovering the natural wisdom that the supplement industry doesn't want you to find. Share this with someone you love who's been suffering silently with bloating, fatigue, and digestion problems. They've probably stopped talking about it because nobody listened. Send them this. Let them know there's a way out. The next health treasure will be revealed soon. Start healing your future today.